So yeah, that's all that those kobolds had on their bodies.
Question for the party then, rather for Gomi. Could you use the pots of oil to sort of throw at an opponent and then try that fire spell?
I could, but is that really wise of all of the gunpowder they have down here? Blasting powder, sorry. We could accidentally set that off. The only reason I used it a minute ago is because I could see that that he was holding some more oil pots. I thought I might be able to set them all on fire.
Yeah, sure. Because I have no use for pots of oil.
Let use them.
Yeah,
She's
sure.
a wizard. They know alchemy. Maybe she could improve them.
Hopefully.
Sure.
Improve a pot of oil?
Gomi doesn't know. She's not an alchemist.
I'll see what I can do.
Our tiny little pack mule.
Yeah, that's... I'm getting that. So I have 2 pots of oil and some alchemist fire now. You really want both of those on the same person?
Well, technically, you should be the one not getting hit pretty much ever.
Yeah, but I'm also the person that if I get hit, I'm going down.
So...
Well, the way I was thinking about it then was that the oil itself as well, it's not just for setting fires.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll give Ella something to do while she can't use her AoE spells.
That's true.
Yeah, because really you could throw the oil onto someone and then let Gomi try to...
Okay.
You know.
Alright, well I'm gonna tuck the alchemist fire, like try to pat it in my backpack then. As best as I can.
Yep, you can tuck it away and sort of not have to worry about it.
And I'll just keep the 2 pots of oil on me, within reach.
Yep, you can sort of tuck them into a pocket on your sort of robe/cloak that you have, and there you get the sense, due to their make being slightly thicker clay than normal, that they won't break unless you actually deliberately throw them with some force.
Alright.
The kobolds aren't that suicidal.
Okay, awesome, good to know.
The only other thing is Sylph. Sadly, your arrow, which you shot into the kobold, has snapped. You do not get that back.
Okay.
Even though you tried to retrieve it.
Okay. Altered my inventory stating as such. Okay, with that, Sylph looks around at everyone else and says, "Do you guys really mind if we try to be stealthy about this? Can we try that?"
Hasn't worked so far. And with saying that, Gomi sort of tucks around this corner and then stands there. And look down the way.
As soon as you come round that corner, a goblin no, not a goblin, sorry, a kobold swings at you with a small hand axe.
Oh, Gomi says that and he goes, "Oh shit!"
Oh man.
Jesus!
Oh, bloody hell.
1 second. You take 5 points of damage.
That's not too bad.
And you can sort of now see coming around the corner that, yes, there was a kobold coming from this direction that had seen basically its friend take an arrow in the head and had decided to sort of wait there, pressed up against the wall, until sort of someone came into view.
Oh, I guess I had that comic. We have to roll new initiative.
We can keep the old one, seeing as we sort of only really started again.
Okay.
One sec.
Well,
This guy rolled a 5 for his initiative.
Gomi just looks down at him and goes, "You little bastard," and casts Chilar, or whatever, however the hell you pronounce that.
Shillelagh, I believe it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna try and smack him with a quarterstaff.
Okay.
22.
22 definitely hits him.
5 damage.
And 5 damage would kill him.
Gomi just sort of goes, you know, sort of swearing to
Yeah,
herself in Orcish or something.
Basically, as you you have your head turned to talk back to Sylph, and that's sort of when it can duck in under your shield and sort of, again, attacking your legs due to that's what's at head height for these buggers.
Yeah.
And so as the axe digs in, you sort of instantly, sort of on reaction, just whip round with your quarterstaff and just crack it on the head. It smashes into the wall and slumps down unconscious.
I thought we
Perfect.
were going to question them.
He stabbed me!
Okay.
With that,
But you see Gomi is kind of smiling though anyway.
Gomi, much in a similar way to Sylph, you sort of notice that the smoke is actually coming from up in this direction, so whatever is causing the smoke is billowing from down that corridor.
Okay. I'll just point that way then. But I'll say, like, smoke's coming from this way.
Are we gonna
Maybe
try
someone
to be
else should take a hit
stealthy?
now.
Are we going to try to be stealthy now?
so Sylph, just without saying a word, attempts to stealthily pass Gomi and take a peek around the corner.
Okay. Roll stealth.
Okay. Oh. Sorry, my window closed. 2 seconds. And...
Wait, the smoke is coming from here?
Yeah, from that direction.
Alright.
And Sylph, as you come round the corner, or sort of like carefully stick your head around the corner, you can see what looks to be a huge fire burning, and next to it is a kobold dressed in furs as opposed to armor. It's clutching sort of a staff with a crow skull on the end, and it sort of has a bag full of what look like just general plants or general herbs, and it just keeps on throwing them onto the fire quite rapidly and looking sort of down the corridor nervously as it kind of, it's trying to do 2 things at once. And it hasn't seen you yet.
Well, I believe I'm going to let discretion be the better part of valor here and take a shot, because I don't know what it's doing, but I don't like that.
Okay.
So just roll for it.
Yep. 22 hits it.
We're never going to question it.
You don't know. Oh.
1 sec, my door just went.
What?
And 6 points of damage would kill it. Basically, you fire an arrow into it, it hits it in the back, and it sort of gives out a sort of a cry of quite extreme pain, and then it sort of just collapses on the edge of the fire, and you sort of see some of its furs start smouldering and sort of starting to burn.
Can anybody move, or...
Yep, you are basically now out of combat.
Alright.
You can move again. You can loot these extra 3 bodies.
I place as quickly as possible to see if I can find out what those plants were.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll loot the body of the. Well, this one. Hold on. Jesus. There we go. That one.
For the plants, make either a medicine or a nature check, whichever's higher.
Oh.
Right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
No
That's
worries.
right.
Alright.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ah, killed it.
No, I'm learning.
With that nature roll, you can easily recognize these from a book you once read back in the library. These are generally a assortment of poisonous plants, herbs, things you generally would not want to be in smoke.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up the plants and then look over at Sylph. And, look really worried since he inhaled some of that smoke when he... Wait, was it Sylph that inhaled? Who inhaled the smoke?
I mean, we all did a little bit, I'm sure.
No, but somebody stood up on
that
You all have a little bit, but Sylph specifically, I think when he was going over the bench, got a fairly good dunking of soot in his face and
Yep.
sort of... Sylph, as far as you know, you feel fine.
Okay.
But yes, the plants are sort of in a crude leather satchel, which you can easily sort of sling over your shoulder if you'd like to keep it.
Yeah, I'll keep them. Poison's always useful.
Yep. Also in the satchel are 2 more clay pots.
Empty?
One is empty. The other seems to contain a weird sort of, you can only call it pale green gunk. You're not sure what it is, and you're kind of afraid to find out.
Excellent.
And jingling around in the bottom of the satchel is 1 more silver piece. Slightly tarnished due to its presence in a fairly dirty satchel.
Alright.
Alright, while they're looting and everything, Sylph just moves a little bit further up, stealthily, just to hear what he can hear, see what he can see, just to keep watch.
Okay. Just quickly, talking about looting. This kobold, which you killed after it surrendered, had 1 more alchemist's fire on it. The hand axe the other one was using looks to be of human make and is actually quite nice. You could use it. Or sell it later if you wanted.
I take it it's a metal axe.
Yeah, it's sort of a metal axe.
Yeah, Naomi can't use that then.
Wooden handle with a metal
Yeah.
head. And between them, the 2 of them had 11 silver pieces on them.
So we have 15 silver pieces total so far. Just saying.
And then let me just roll
Did
something.
Sylph... Sorry, I didn't hear. Did Sylph get his arrow back from the other kobold?
You get 1 more arrow back. The one you shot through the head, you managed to successfully retrieve it. However, the shaman, basically the arrow caught fire.
Okay. So,
And sort of the fletching's burnt off. You could probably get it repaired, but for now it's not so useful.
okay.
I guess I should pull the body out of the fire.
I'll
You can
help
sort of-
her if need be.
What?
It's not that hard. The kobolds are sort of only a head smaller than you, but they're really sort of quite frail and skinny, so you can just sort of easily drag them out of the immediate fire or burning.
I'm gonna try to stomp out if it's still on fire as well.
It's smouldering. It's not that
Okay.
bad. The fire, for what it's worth, seems to be made out of sort of broken pallets or crates or barrels. And now that there isn't a constant stream of poisonous plants onto it, the smoke is sort of returning to a much more sort of normal grey.
Okay.
Let's not burn bodies. You see, when I was at war, we used to burn the bodies of our enemies. It brings back memories. I don't want to see those memories again.
Sylph
It looks a bit undercooked anyway, to be fair. Probably shouldn't eat it.
Sylph looks back at Silence. Maybe we should put out that fire. I think that would be the best idea. Just let's put it out.
Have we got
Sounds
anything
like
to
a
put it out
plan.
with?
What?
You don't think
We
you
have an
can.
elf.
It's a fairly large fire. And sort of, it's burning quite quickly. You think it should sort of burn out maybe in the next hour or so. It doesn't seem to be spreading. Most of sort of the floor in this area is sort of solid stone. You don't really think it's now threatening now that the plants have been removed from it.
Okay.
Alright, let's keep going.
In this time, Gomi's going to eat her last crackberry.
Yep.
Just restore an HP.
It sort of helps heal up your leg. It's still sort of bleeding, or, it's still quite painful, but it's now sort of scabbed over. And you should be able to keep on going.
Yeah, there's no point in wasting my last spell slot just for a small amount of HP it'd give me.
Alright.
So Sylph, motioning for the others to follow him again, stealthily moves up just a bit to see around that corner.
Yep. Second. And this is what you can see.
Ooh.
You can see bodies up ahead.
Okay, so I'm going to wait for everyone to get up with me so they can see the same thing. Or I'll motion for them to join me.
Gomi will move over. Also, as a side note, I think I have one stat which is better than you, N5.
Oh,
My perception is one slight little score higher.
That looks like a problem.
Well, there's dead kobolds as well. Could just be where they come through. Which means it could be their nest. If they have nests.
1 second, I will be right back.
okay.
Well, Gomi says to Ella then, like, do you know if these creatures have nests?
I don't think so.
I think maybe you can roll for it when Rose gets back.
Yeah.
It could also be just a battle between the humans and the...
That's kind of what I was thinking.
But they didn't know how the kobolds got here. And if this is where the battle started, then this
how
might be where they come in.
This is how we got here.
True.
Nice detective work.
Gomi just says, I have my uses.
I'm just trying to figure out how to cast any spells in these tight quarters.
Well, it looks like a bigger room.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping for, because, sleep's really useful, but not if it hits everyone.
Well, if Sylph ever gets surrounded, just do it on him, because he can't actually be put to sleep.
That's true.
What's the AoE on your acid spray thing?
It's a cone. Let me see if I can.
Okay, Rose wants to call a break quick.
Okay.
So now I get to test out my fancy intermission slide on YouTube's. And intermission.
Oh, the poison sprays 2 creatures within 5 feet.
That's not
That's
too
not
bad then, although it does mean you have to be within 5 feet.
Yeah, and considering I'm keeping a distance, I'm gonna have to rethink this.
I mean, I could throw you again.
No.
It went so well last time.
Yeah, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Well, when I get to level 2 we can do Battle Bear.
Really?
Yep.
Oh god, yes. That's gonna be awesome.
The biggest things I can be from the start is a black bear, a riding horse, a draft horse, a pony, a mule. So yeah, all of those are rideable. In fact, the riding horse and draft horse are technically rideable by anybody.
But the
How
battle
long
bear-
can you stay a horse or a pony or a mule?
1 hour, I think, because it's half your level, rounded down. So yeah, it'd be an hour at level 2.
Alright. So we can't just use you as a pack mule for, like, getting back to the city or something.
It depends how far away we are.
Yeah.
Also, I only get 2 uses of it between each short rest or long rest, so I don't have can't use it constantly. And the way it works in combat is that any damage it takes until it hits 0 HP is ignored on my HP, and then whatever makes me go to 0 in my animal form, any extra damage on top ticks over into my own character's HP.
Sure.
So in a way, it becomes like a damage choke that I don't
Yeah.
really have to worry about.
Fucking
And because of the circle that I'm going with for druids, I can also expend spell slots to heal my animal forms, but I'll probably never use that because the spells are kind of handy.
Jesus. All I have is a quarterstaff.
Yeah, but you also get bonus attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
What do you get at next level? Like level 2?
Oh, I get a lot of things. I get the key, or the
yeah.
key, probably is the pronunciation. With the unarmored movement and flurry of blows and patient defense and step of the wind.
Ah, yes.
Wow.
You're going to be jumping around all over the place, punching fools.
Yep. That's gonna be good.
Is it a strength
Yeah.
check for a throw?
I think it was... It's like athletics, something like that, wasn't it? Which is based on strength as well, so...
Oh yeah, athletics check. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I have a question. Insight.
hmm
When do we roll for insight?
That's kind of like trying to work out what a person wants in a conversation. If it's still the same as it was in 4th Ed, anyway.
Yeah. It's not like investigation or perception or anything like that.
No.
No.
Investigation's like if you're specifically looking for like an object or something like that. But then you can use perception for that as well. It's all kind of a bit blurry between them two.
Sure.
I'm actually going to look up what insight does.
Yeah, I was just reading it, Lime, and you pretty much got it.
Cool.
Insights for people, investigations for things.
Oh,
No,
I
investigation
mean, things
would
is
be-
perception as well.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, we don't have to worry about that. That's Rose's business. She can sort that out.
clues.
But also, speaking of spells, That was why I went with the monk, because he doesn't have any at the start.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to get bogged down in cones and whatever else. It sounds very complicated.
That's why the only AoE spell I have is one I'll rarely ever use anyway, in likelihood. Because it's like a grapple kind of thing, it stops them moving around.
Oh, yeah.
But other than that, I have like utility, like Cure Wounds, which is my big, here's a bunch of fucking HP if you've been knocked out kind of thing. That Goodberry one, I've got Detect Magic, which, just in case, then Entangle.
Yeah. How many spells can you do per day? Or per between rests, rather?
I'm pretty sure all of them are, you have to have a long rest to refresh them. One of the druid things does let you do it, like some of them on a short rest, but I'm not going with that one because it's all about magic and I want it to be a, like big animal.
Yeah.
At first level for the druid, you get 2 cantrips, which are spells you can use all the time, you don't need to worry about it. And then I know 4 spells which I can change once every long rest if I want to from the list of spells that druids can know. And because they're all first level and you start off with 2 first level slots, it means you can cast the first level thing twice. But then as you start leveling up your character, you unlock like second level spells which are more powerful or do more specialised things, and they will need a second level slot to do them. But some of the first level slots, you can like double their power by using like a second level slot to cast them. So it's really when you level up it gets a bit more complicated. But because I casted Goodberry earlier, I have one spell that I can do, which will probably either be Cure Wounds if one of us gets knocked out, or Goodberry if it's only spread out damage.
Yeah. Alright.
I have a bow.
I think you get spells as well, Andy.
I actually do next level, which I'll have one, let me see, it's Hunter's Mark, which I essentially put on a target I'm attacking, and if I make a, let me read that again. Gives me extra damage, but then I get another first level spell, which I can actually get Cure Wounds as well, which I'm gonna take, because everyone's still pretty squishy, so.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful.
Hunter's Mark.
It will also be kind of helpful because I can't cast spells while I'm in animal form until I'm like level 16 or something like that.
Exactly.
So
that was my thought.
Although I'm not fussed about having to come out of animal form if someone does get knocked down. It's just be handy if, since until much higher levels, silence isn't particularly tough. Like you can't take much of a hit, so I could be like something with really good AC or something with a hell of a lot of health to just stand there and go, come on and hit me, bitch.
Yep.
Especially since it's kind of irrelevant, because even if I do get knocked out of animal form, because I'm going with Circle of the Moon, as a bonus action I get to transform rather than an action. So they could hit me out of it and then straight away again I can go, right, I'm now a bear again, I'm going to keep slashing at you.
Yeah. That's nice. I like the sound of that.
I like the sound of Battle Bear.
Battle Bear's going to be fun. It'll especially help with your using your cone attack then.
Yeah. That chromatic orb spell that I have, when I get a diamond anyway, that'll be pretty badass.
Yeah, that does a stupid amount of damage.
Right? I just like that everybody gets a separate effect. The chromatic orb, it shoots out multiple colors, and depending upon what color hits you, you get a different type of damage.
Oh, I thought you could choose. You as the caster, anyway. I don't know.
Oh, I thought everybody got something different. Oh, it might be a choose. Let me check.
Ooh, with Battle Bear, my movement speed will be 40 as well. So you won't have to worry about your shorter movement range either.
Or if it comes...
And I can climb 33.
Oh. You're right, it is a one-day that you choose. There's another spell later on. That's what I said it was.
I'm gonna have to learn how to draw a bear, don't I?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Twisted your arm. Didn't take long.
Yeah. No, but that's good. I need to draw more animals.
Well, I
like
could
to
be
draw the
many
naked
different types.
ladies. That's the thing I do best. But yeah, animals too.
On the plus side as well, if we ever need, we need to go into sneak into this room and listen in on a conversation or something like that, I could just transform into a spider and do shit like that.
There you go.
True.
And
So it's extra utility.
That sounds a bit OP.
let's
Could
find
be.
out.
It depends how smart I am with using it.
Yeah.
Because you could get stomped on.
Yeah, exactly. And they'll stomp me, maybe do like 4 damage. That then transfers 3 HP damage to me because the spider only has 1. And then all of a sudden I'm a full half-orc lying on the floor like, he stepped on me.
But spiders can climb walls, so you don't even have to worry about that.
Yeah, but if there's any smoke
It's
on
true.
the ceiling, like in this situation, if there's any smoke on the ceiling, you would think it would hinder the spider.
Oh, Gomi's passed out.
He fell. Oh, as for hauling everything, like all the treasure or whatever that we find, I've got a spell on level 2 that I can get called Tensor's Floating Disc, which lets me create a hovering disc that can carry a significant amount.
Yeah, that's quite an interesting one. It'd be cool if you ever get a, what was that spell called? There was one where you could basically open a portal to a null dimension, put all your stuff in there, and then open it later and just take stuff out.
Oh, yes. What was that? That has to be way higher level.
That sounds like the luggage from the Discworld novels.
Bag of holding.
Yes.
Bag of holding. Isn't that a thing?
Is it actually still a spell, or is it an item now?
It's an item.
Like equipment. Okay. Because you used to be able to get it as its own spell effect in 4th ed, but it was like insanely high level for a wizard.
Also, you are very well read up on this, Limes. I am impressed.
I tried to get a group together to play 4th ed, so a lot of the rules are pretty similar to 4th edition, so I know most of them. It's more the combat side that changed a lot in 5th edition, so that's where I stumble a bit more.
Sure. But still, compared to me, for example, who didn't even fucking play Dungeons and Dragons as it turned out.
Dungeons and Demons instead.
Yeah, but it's the same thing. I mean, in my head, it's the same thing, because if you say D&D, it's D&D. I mean, Dungeons and Dragons, or Dragons and Demons, I mean, it's the same thing. So that was a real eye-opener for me yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday.
Well, I'm going to unpause the intermission just so people can hear this sick bants.
Sure.
Right.
If I can remember what key I bound it to. There we go. Right, Rose is still gone. We're just unpausing it because we're talking about D&D anyway. And then everyone goes quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, if there is a spell to get to, or that is used similarly to a bag of holding, that would still be really useful.
Oh yeah, definitely. It'd be one of those things though where it's on the sidelines. Like you're not going to use it often
Right.
because you're much better off going, I'm just going to blow you up from the inside out than you are from, I want to put this couple of gold we found over here into a null void.
But, Ella, how many spells do you get at level 2?
At level 2, I get 3 cantrips and 3 first level spells, I think.
Alright. Well, that's a good amount.
But I also get to choose a school of magic, And I think I'm gonna go with like an illusion school because it'll give me an extra cantrip.
All right.
And fancy gnomish illusions.
Yeah, second level for druid, I get 2 cantrips and 3 first spells. So I just have 1 less cantrip than you. I think again though, if I go with druid of the land, then I think they get an extra cantrip. But again, that's the caster side of things. I wanted to do the rah, I'm a big bear, come hit me, bitch.
Soak up all those hits.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Way of the Shadow because it's so cliche.
Sneaky, sneaky, roguey style.
Yeah, I mean, like the flavor text says, these monks might be called ninjas or shadow dancers.
Perfect.
I mean, every 12-year-old boy who ever picked a monk who's done the Way of the Shadow, but I've never played a rogue. I'm not very good at roguish stuff, so I think that's going to be a good challenge.
It also works kind of well for you. I mean, you don't get the rogue's sneak attack stuff to worry about either. So it's just I sneak up on this guy and hit him 50 times until he dies.
Yeah.
So it is a bit different from a rogue.
Yeah, that's true.
I sneak up and beat him to death.
Yeah. Have you reviewed into what archetypes you're going for then? M5 or
Yes.
Wreni?
I'm going to be I'm going to, hunt, fighting style. I get to choose that too, which I'm going archery, which will give me another +2 to hit. So I'm just going to be archer bro all day long.
Have you looked at your... Oh, sorry, go on.
Because you're already so overpowered with that too.
Hey man.
Yeah. What about your third level thing? 'Cause that's when you get to make a choice. It's just that me and... Oh wait, no, it might just be me actually gets to do it at second level.
Let me see. I haven't looked at third level, or I haven't studied third level yet. Let me see. Ranger. Deadly Hunters. Let's see. Oh no, I do get you're right, the actual Ranger archetype at third level.
Or you can go... It's Hunter or Beastmaster, isn't it? Something like that.
Exactly. I'm most likely going Hunter. I'm going to have to read a lot more about Beastmaster. I think Hunter would make, as far as like mechanically, make it simpler. But
Yeah, because then you're not controlling 2 characters, basically.
exactly. A beast companion.
So, Sylph and I get to choose at third level, and the remaining 2 get to choose a specialization on level 2.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yep.
Oh wow, wizards are so fucking complicated.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm finding that out.
Yeah, just looking at like, oh yeah, you get to choose a school of magic. Like most other classes have like 2 or 3 different versions. You literally have like 10.
Yeah, when Rose said we might get to level 2, I about panicked because there's a bunch of things that I need to have chosen by the time I get there, because it'll seriously affect the type of magic that you use.
Yeah.
Rose. Go on.
Oh, and as I mentioned before, the illusion school was what I'm leaning towards. Like, currently, I don't have any illusion spells.
Yeah. Well, Rose knew me way too well because she already put in, like, oh yeah, Circle of the Moon, this is what you get.
Yeah, Rose, last night, or it was like 1 or 2 in the morning here, and I'm just laying in bed, not being able to sleep, and Rose says on the Discord, oh, we might get to second level. And so, yeah, I'm just like, well, I guess I'm going to stay up a little longer, and so I had to go look at that. Though I already had a good idea that I was just gonna go archery, and because I've only got like 3 choices to make, so it's not too
Yeah.
bad.
Well, druids only have the 2, but I'd already mentioned to Rose, look, I really want to be a direwolf at some point, because direwolves are just badass.
Yeah.
And the only way to even become a direwolf is to go with the moon one, so...
Oh, because the challenge rating.
Yeah. Like, direwolves are challenge rating 1, I think, and you don't get that until level 8, I think, if you go land, which... Screw waiting for that.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's 8th level. Either way, though, still I get to be a bit more tanky in the meantime as well, which appeals to me.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how the stealth works out, because I've got a really decent stealth skill score.
Mine's only 1, because it's my base dex.
Yeah.
Is your stealth high because of you being an elf, or because you're a hunter?
I'm not sure. It's one of the skills I think I was able to choose. So I did end up choosing. I've got 6 stealth.
What? All right. Jesus.
Yeah, holy crap. So that means you got 4 base
Yep.
on dex.
That's because my dexterity was stupid, or is stupid, because
It was like 18, isn't it?
it's 18. Actually, you're right. It's supposed to be 19 total.
Damn. And the highest I have is 16.
Oh, boo-hoo. The highest I have is 14.
Yeah, but you're much better balanced than I am, to be fair. Like, most of my skills are quite low. I've just got a couple which were decent, and one of those is getting boosted just through being a half-orc, so... I mean, my strength would be 7 if I wasn't a half-orc, but as it is, it's 9, because half-orc.
Yeah.
That was originally going to be my charisma score, but when you drew a picture of the female half-orc, I was like, let's rewrite the backstory and see if I can work it in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah.
All my powers in the intelligence category.
As it should be. You got to know everything. You're a walking library.
Yeah. I played real well.
Yeah, the only reason...
Go ahead.
I think the only reason I beat you on perception is because I've got a tick in it. Although I'm not sure if that's from my background or what I chose, but either way.
Let's see.
And it's only 1 bit higher and I can't stealth for shit, so you're probably still better off as a scout.
Yeah, I've got the, let's see, 4 perception?
Why did you get 4 ticks? Why did you get 4 ticks?
Because some of them came from my background, too.
Oh.
Because as a hermit, I got medicine and religion, which don't really... I mean, it makes sense for my character, but it, as far as min-maxing goes, it doesn't really give me much, but that's not the point.
I only have 2.
Did you not get any skills from your background?
I thought I did. I don't know which ones they'd be.
Let's see. Let's look at backgrounds.
Nope. Skills, choose 2.
So, would...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say, you should have 4 then, because you get 2 with your background.
And 2 from your class, right?
Oh, I was looking at class. How do you pick from your background then?
It'll tell you what you were had a sage background, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what I picked. Yeah.
You should have 6 in Arcana and History as well then.
Yep.
As well as 2 extra languages.
Oh. Okay.
And then you've also got extra equipment, so that's black ink, a quill, a small knife, all that stuff.
Yeah, we actually went through all that, but we must have missed putting the skills in.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I remember
So-
saying that, but
Arcana and History for the Sage, and then I can pick 2 from the list I have in front of me now for
Yep.
being
a wizard.
a wizard.
So I've actually got 5, but one of those is from being a half-orc, because they get intimidation.
Gotcha.
Actually, no, they get intimidation and athletics, so... I might have actually done this wrong.
We are a strange group, I have to say.
Yeah.
It's funny. The elf, well, the ranged class is the one with the highest stealth, so he can get up the closest.
Yeah.
And the wizard can't cast spells because she's too small.
Hey.
The rogue is squishy as a pillow.
Oh, that's kind of normal, though, to be fair.
Yeah, like, I want to stealth up and everything, but then it's like, I need to wait for you guys, or else I'm just taking pot shots at everyone, which I don't want to spend the entire game doing that.
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, I think I am missing one myself, actually, because I've only got 5 ticked, yet I should have 6.
Oh shit! I just realized that I should have the double amount of hit points. Let me just change that. real
Yeah.
quick.
Uh-huh.
Look at that. It says right here, I start at level 20 as standard.
Yeah.
Oh no, my class rose is God Emperor. You don't understand.
Oh, so that means you have to sit as a corpse on a golden throne for the whole game.
Let's see.
I made too many.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Does everyone get more hit points at level 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably, right?
It's per level. You either get a set amount plus your constitution, or you get to roll it.
Yeah, Rose put it on our bio and info tab. Like for
Yeah.
me, I get 1d10 plus 3.
Yeah, I only get 1d8 plus 3. But at that point, I should be in animal form in most battles, so it shouldn't matter too much.
Exactly.
Fucking hell! I just wasted a good roll. Oh, that could have been my extra HP. Oh man.
Oh no, I should only have 5 because it's only intimidation. I thought they also got athletics.
Can anybody speak Kobold?
Apparently that one back there speaks common anyway.
Or dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that. To be fair, as it turns out, I wouldn't have been able to interrogate him anyway, since I would have turned that corner and seen 2 others, but...
True. Now, if I would have thought about it, I should have tried to go for a disabling hit or something against the shaman.